G'day my peoples, how you doing today? I thought we'd just hang out for a bit and open some new toys. I'll show you what I've got and we'll just have a bit of a chat and just chill out, and if you got something to say, belt it in the comments and we'll have a bit of a chat down there as well. So let's just get the ball rolling, shall we? I ordered a few things off Bricklink and I'm still waiting on one of them, but I'll show you what I got, and nothing too big, no big orders. But I got a bag of these. Oh, let me get one out so you can see what it is. Whatever these jet pieces, whatever you want to call them, these cone pieces. So got a few of these in black. And if you watched my Batmobile review, one of my complaints on the new set was that this was in dark bluish grey. So I got some black ones, so I can remedy that. And I ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I really only needed one, or if I get the Batcave I'll need 2. But I ordered all 7, and I don't know. When I go to a Bricklink store and I have a look, and yeah, it's not a very expensive part. I can't remember. I think it might have been 40 cents each or something like that. I always look and think, I may as well buy the lot of them. And I always feel like it's helping the Bricklink seller out, because I think, yeah, if you got 7 of them, clears out your tray, and yeah, then you've got room for other parts. But if you're a Bricklink seller, is it helpful if someone buys out all your parts, or you're thinking, oh, geez, now I've got one less lot number in my listing, so, you know, does it annoy you? So let me know that. I've quite often wondered. Alright, so I got those, and I picked up these 2. Now, so these bloody CMFs now in these cardboard friggin' boxes, and I used to go and have a bit of a feel and find what I want. Now, I just couldn't bloody be bothered, so I'm quite interested to see what the take on this is, because you're either going to buy the lot, or if you only want a few, you may not buy any. So is this going to backfire on Lego and people are just going to go, you know what, I'm not going to buy them anymore? And if that's the case, could it be the demise of CMFs? Because there's not quite the hype around them as there used to be, but that could just be me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the hype still around CMFs? Are you still loving them as much? I used to buy them a lot more than what I do now. I still enjoy them. I still check them out, but I'm really cherry picking. I used to pretty much try and buy most of them, but I really cherry pick now and just buy the ones I really like, or have really cool accessories that I'm interested in. You know, if it's got a cool animal or a hat or something, you know, it could just be a dress piece, or, you know, whatever. But the new Marvel CMFs, the Series 2 CMFs, so went through it, not too interested to get all of them, so I just picked up Storm. So I haven't put them together, obviously, I've just opened the package. So I got Storm, I got Beast, so that was probably one I was most looking forward to, and I got the new Wolverine, which I think looks pretty cool too. So I just picked up that new Wolverine in that mech set, and now we've got another one again. So I think that was the 3rd Wolverine we had, so this will be the 4th. So yeah, I could be wrong with that, but yeah, let me know your thoughts on the new cardboard boxes. I thought that was really annoying. I don't really sort of get it, you know. I don't know, all this plastic, they go on about plastic, we've got to get rid of plastic, and yet the industry I work in, there's so much plastic where, you know, you can't get a plastic shopping bag now, but everything you buy is in bloody plastic. I don't know, makes no sense to me, but anyway, save the turtles, they say. I've seen plenty of turtles, they look like they're doing fine to me. Anyway, could be a controversial take. I gotta say something. My beloved Broncos lost. They lost the grand final, and I still cry myself to sleep every night. Oh, it was so heart-wrenching. Oh man, it killed me, It killed me. But I'm so proud of the boys. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the jersey. I'm still so proud of the boys for getting as far as they did. But yeah, to lose it in the last couple of minutes of the match, yeah, what a kick in the guts, eh? So yeah, you Broncos fans out there that are watching, you know exactly how I'm feeling. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep things let's keep things on a positive note before I spit the dummy. All right. Let's. I've got some Lego here, and I've got some building stuff. Let's just cherry pick, shall we? So I'm going to go with pop culture. I got a box from Pop Culture in Australia here, and I picked up. The main reason I went there was to pick up some building sets, and I say building sets because it's not Lego. But first of all, I just chucked a few other things in my cart, and I've always looked at these and always wanted to get this, and I picked it, I think it was 20 bucks, and I got this Skeletor head, and it's actually, which one did I end up getting now? I think it was, I can't remember who it was. Fisto. I got Fisto in here. I've already got Fisto from the Mega Constructs line. I've already got him. I'm just checking him out. But I think this one actually looks a little bit better, so I might swap them out. But the main reason I got it is not for the build. So you open, you can, if you haven't seen these, inside the skull is all the building pieces, and you can set it up as a little display. But I'm not really interested in that. I just like this skull, and it's glow in the dark. So I'm going to sit this somewhere where it's close to a light, and yeah, every time I turn the lights off at night, I'm going to have Skeletor staring at me. So yeah, you can get a few different ones, but I really wanted this glow in the dark one. I just think that looks fantastic. I thought it was going to be bigger than, well, I don't know why. I just thought it looked a little bit bigger, and actually it's sort of, you know, quite tight. I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm just going to sit stuff over here. All right, now I might show you two things. It's one's from somewhere else as well. So I might actually chuck in some B-roll. I've got the 40th anniversary He-Man, and I love that figure. I really do. So it really gives me a 80s throwback feel. Now, it's a 7-inch figure, not a 5.5. I just think, but you know, it's got that 80s look, and hopefully I'm showing it here so you know what I'm talking about. It's really gives me that 80s feel. But I think it looks a lot better because it's a bit more in proportion than the old action figures we used to have. And they actually, so that was from last year, and they did a San Diego Comic-Con 2-pack with Skeletor, and I always thought they would release that version of Skeletor, the 40th anniversary edition of Skeletor, and we never got it. And I've been really pissed off at that because I just wanted to have He-Man and Skeletor. Although I have been looking at some of the Masterverse, what they call it, Masterverse New Eternia figures. They look really cool. I could delve into that line for sure. But they've also just announced recently, and I'll see if I've got some pictures to put up here. The Mattel, is it Mattel Creations, Master of the Universe cartoon series. So it's like the Origin series, they're calling it the cartoon series. A new line, so all the old figures will come out again. So if you wanted to get into some Masters of the Universe, some He-Man figures, and you want a more cartoon and a more original feel to them, yeah, check these out because they look awesome. Okay, so in all of that, I picked up two Masterverse Skeletors, and my objective is to make up my own Skeletor. So I think I paid like 35 bucks, 36 bucks or something for that He-Man. I've gone and spent, I spent about 75 bucks to try and make up this Skeletor. So yeah, it's a lot more expensive than what it would have been if they just had a release of Skeletor. That would have been nice, but it's a fun thing to do. So I picked up, I'll show you what I got here. I got the So this was off eBay, actually. This one got a little bit banged up. But this is the Masterverse Revelations Skeletor. So I'll show you him. So I've got to work out which one's which now. So this one's a little bit more with an original look in the skin tone, in the blue, and probably the armor. But that head just doesn't bloody do it, does it? I'm getting a bit of glare. There we go. I mean, it just doesn't. It's not that 80s Skeletor look, is it? So there's another picture there. So it's just not quite there. Not quite there. So I've picked up another figure, and what I did, I actually picked up some satin dark, like a real deep purple smoke on the water material to make a cape, because I bought this figure here, which looking at pictures, I didn't like the look of this blue. I just didn't think it sort of had that original Skeletor look. Looking in person, it actually looks really good. I do like it, but it's the actual purples are a little bit deeper purple. But the big thing here, and of course that doesn't look any more like 80s Skeletor, does it? But look at this. Check that out. So I'm looking into the viewfinder, make sure it's focusing. You can see it. Check out that head that you get with it. Now that is 80s Skeletor with a bit of a take. It's not quite, but I mean, I just think that looks bloody awesome. I don't know if we get another picture. Awesome artwork there. Look at that. Check that out. I don't know. Maybe that's more like it there, isn't it? So this is the Masterverse. So this is the new Eternia Skeletor. So it's kind of the new take on him. I really like this new Eternia stuff. Some of the thing, too bad. Man, how good does that figure look? But anyway, if you don't know that, you don't know what I'm on about. But because of this head, like the hood around the head is a bit deeper purple than some of the purples we get here, I thought I would put a cape on him. They both come with capes. I thought I'd put my own cape that's kind of a deeper purple, that try and blend it with this armor. So yeah, I'm really keen to have a play around and see what I can come up with by merging these two figures. And yeah, I'll use different accessories and we'll see what I can come up with. Would you be interested in seeing the result of that if I did a quick little video? Can I do a quick little video? Probably not. But yeah, it could be a 10-minute video. Who knows? Would you be interested in just seeing me have a play around, open both of these, show them off, and then have a play around putting them together and see what I can come up with? If you'd be keen to see that, let me know in the comments, and I'll put something together there, and we'll do it together. How's that sound? All right, now the main reason I went to Pop Culture is all because of Mossy, Simon Moss, you bloody bastard, in the best term. he set me on this downward spiral, so to speak, of ordering something new. So I didn't sort of know too much about Cobi sets, and he was telling me he bought it was a 8,000 piece tank, and I'll put a picture up here, man. So I had to go and check it out. And it looks friggin' awesome, I tell you. It is absolutely beautiful. And I'm kind of a little bit jealous. I think, oh man, should I get that? Should I? But it's something completely new to me. So yeah, thanks, Mossy. I appreciate it. So I went down this whole rabbit hole of checking out all their sets, and I found a couple of sets. Now, only small one. I thought I'd start small. I really like a lot of their World War I and II planes, and they got a whole heap of them. But I love my biplanes. So I picked up this one here. Now I told you it's only little sets. I'm just a beginner. Yeah, don't pay out on me. So I bought this, the Red Baron. Oh man, how good does that look? That looks really cool, doesn't it? And fully printed. This is a re-release. So like I said, I did a deep dive, Mossy, I tell you. This is a re-release of a set they've already done, so a few little changes. They used to use stickers. Well, not all stickers. Some were printed, some were stickers, but now it's all printed. So yeah, stick that up your Lego. We can't even get $1,000, an Aussie $1,000 Venator without bloody stickers. You're a joke, Lego, I tell you. But anyway, this costs me, so it's still not cheap. Is, you know, like most brick systems now, we've got a lot of these new players, and none of them are really cheap. Obviously, you know, some of the knockoff ones are, but this costs me $50. $50, yeah. This cost me 50, and it is damaged. Yes, they actually notified me and said, "Oh, we've only got one in stock, and when we pulled it out, it's damaged. You know, so we'll refund you." I went, "No, it's only a crushed corner. Send the bloody thing to me." But I said, "But you can give me a discount if you want." So they gave me a $5 voucher. But I figured if I've got to have this, well, no, I've got to have it. But if I'm going to have this, I've got to have the sock with camel to go alongside it. So what I'm planning to do with these is build them and then just like hang them on the side of a cabinet or something. I think that'd look pretty cool. But yeah, again, all printed. Let me get, so the glare's not on there. Let me show you a little bit closer. 170 odd pieces or something. What's this one? 174, 176. They're only quite small, but yeah, it could be the beginning of yeah, a whole new collection. So yeah, there's some of the World War II stuff they're coming out with. There's some newer stuff, planes I really like, but yeah, I don't really need another collection. So we'll see how we go. I may delve into it a little bit more, but like I said, they're not cheap either. So you know, if they were a lot cheaper, I probably would get into them a lot more. But it's a bit dangerous. So yeah, thanks again, Mossy. Appreciate it. Yeah, but thanks for letting me know about that, mate, because I really did enjoy that. Really enjoyed checking that tank out. So how you going with that build, mate? Have you had a crack at it yet? Let me know. So next I've got some Lego coming, but I'll just show you this one first. Batman. Well, it's not Batman. It is Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, but obviously this isn't Batman, this is Superman. But yeah, there's nothing in there. I just thought I'd show you the box. I will cut some B-roll and show you. So I've got this Superman figure. So this is the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Superman, and they did a Hush version previous to this, and I kind of slept on it. And then by the time I looked and went, hey, that looks really good, I'm going to get that, it was just completely gone. And by then, the aftermarket prices were crazy. So then when they released this, I was kind of really pissed that I missed out on that first one. And looking at this one, I kind of felt he was too buff. He just looked a little bit too buff compared to the Hush one that I'd spent hours, maybe not hours, but a long time just looking at pictures of and watching reviews. Probably was, hours. I kind of felt this one was too buff. But then the more I looked at it, I kind of started thinking, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to get this. And I kind of almost left this too late. The prices have already started creeping up on this. I did find a really good deal on eBay because I actually made an offer on it. I only got $10 off his offer, but they had a voucher as well, and it was a $20 off voucher. So I ended up saving $30 off the eBay price, which was pretty good compared to what some places are selling it. So yeah, I picked it up. I think I ended up paying delivered $139. So not too bad, because I would have paid, if I had paid to import this, I probably would have paid like $125, $130 anyway, so not too bad. And some places are selling this for like $200 now. So yeah, man, I tell you what, hopefully I'm cycling through some pictures I took. I had so much fun playing around with this action figure. It is one of the best action figures I've played around with for a long time, and looks fantastic, moves great, poses fantastic, and yeah, just not a ton of accessories, but didn't have to have it because it was just so much fun. Yeah, absolutely love it. One of the best figures I've opened in a long time. I've opened some pretty good ones lately, but yeah, that one is right up there. Really enjoyed it. So Lego, there's a bit of a story behind this. This is Target. I went to Target. They had 20% off for like almost 3 weeks. And a lot of the new Star Wars sets came out in that time. They didn't have many of the new ones. And I was checking them all out. And I was looking for ages. I hadn't started watching Ahsoka. But then I decided that I was going to buy the T6 shuttle. And I really like the look of that set. It has a few issues with it, but overall, I really like that design, like that set. So I went ahead and ordered it, and when I ordered it, I chucked in a couple of other sets, and there's a story behind that. But I chucked in a couple other sets. Anyway, the next day I get notification that they're refunding my money because they didn't have the T6 shuttle in stock. So after all that time, I sort of slept on it at 20% off. Actually, it's $109 in Australia. They list it for $99, so that was 20% off that. So it was $79.20. So I thought that was a pretty good price. And yeah, they didn't have it in stock. So I didn't end up getting it. So I was pretty pissed about that. But I'll end up picking it up down the track. Now, in saying that, I ordered the set. So then I thought, if I'm going to have the set, and the Ghost, I do like the Ghost too. I've got the old Ghost. I always told a story about that. We won't go into that this time. But yeah, I really enjoy the old Ghost. I'm not too keen on the minifigure selection for the new Ghost. You know, the old one I felt they were better minifigures. But I'll probably end up picking that one up because I love the Ghost so much. So I'll try and get that. Again, I haven't seen that anywhere else. I've seen it on Amazon at 10% off. I'm sort of hoping it's not another Amazon exclusive like the recent Batmobile was, the 1989 Batmobile. Because when it's an Amazon exclusive, they don't tend to mark them down as much as they would if it was another Lego set. But who knows? We got Black Friday coming up at some stage, so whenever that is, next month. So yeah, hopefully they'll mark the Ghost down. Might be able to pick that up at a good price. And the shuttle, and end up picking up the shuttle. So after all that, I thought I'd better watch the show. So I'd been holding off because I don't know, I'm kind of a bit tired of the Disney production. It was okay. It was alright. There was elements about it I thought were really good. I don't know, I just kind of find the writings really piss poor, I really think they need to invest in some better writers, They just, I don't know, there's so many holes in it. There's just, I don't know, that could have been so awesome. And if you really enjoyed it, all the best to you, awesome, that's great. But there's just some things about it, like the whole thing. And I'm going to talk about it, so if you haven't seen it, be warned. If you haven't watched it by now, you're probably a bit like me. I'm a little bit uninterested. But anyway, Sabine spends the whole time looking for Ezra. She finally finds him, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Like, there was no emotion. There was no, like, come on. People don't act like that. It was terrible. And then he's like, oh yeah, the voice, don't get me started on the voice. The Force. I don't use weapons anymore. I just use the Force. And then 30 seconds later, he's shooting a blaster. It's like, what? I was kind of hoping he was going to be this badass. He'd spent all this time on this planet being hunted, and he was going to be this, hunter Jedi that was just going to be this force to be reckoned with, and in the end he turned out to be not much at all. But anyway, I don't know, they just could have done so much better. They're kind of just disappointing, I think, Disney. So after that little tirade, I cancelled Disney. I'd had enough. I just hope they come back to something a hell of a lot better. We'll see how they go. But again, if you enjoyed it, good on you. It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And I think that show could have been great. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? When I went to order that T6 shuttle that they didn't have, Mini Dub, Jack, my son, he's been saying to me, we should do another build video, Dad. Let's get some Speed Champion sets and shoot a video and do a build video. They do absolutely terrible. No one wants to watch them. But if my boy says to me, Dad, let's build something, my word, am I going to get building with him. So I chucked in a couple of Speed Champion sets. So they got delivered still. So I picked up these two sets at 20% off, and I got free shipping because the whole thing was supposed to be free shipping with T6 shuttles. So, so I got the Lamborghini and the Pagani. So tried to pick the ones with the least amount of stickers that look cool, and I think both of these look really awesome. So I picked up these. So he wanted the Lamborghini, he wanted the Lambo, and I, not that I'm a big Pagani sort of fan or anything, or even sort of know too much about them, to be honest, but I just think this one looks really cool. So Mark's probably shaking his head in disgust. Don't know much about them. But yeah, pick those up. So yeah, Jack and I are going to get in and build at some stage, if I can pry him away from his mates and everything else that he likes doing. So that's what I mean. If I get a chance to sit down with my boy and build, I'm not going to knock that back at all. So yeah, that was the pickup. So I don't know how long this has gone on for. I've rambled and rambled, but that's what I thought. I'll just show you some stuff and we'll hang out. We'll just talk about things in general. So if you got something you want to have a chat about, put it in the comments. Like I said, I'll be hanging in the comments. Don't get to them straight away, but I'll be hanging there, and I will get back to you and we'll have a bit of a chat. Let me know what you're building, what you've been buying. Are you into this Cobi stuff as well? If you are, let me know. A little bit harder to get here in Australia. Like I said, I got those from Pop Culture, and they have a few other things listed. I've been eyeing off some of the new stuff, so hopefully they'll get that in. They didn't have any new stuff listed, but hopefully I'll be able, you know, if I like it, I'll give it a crack and see what they're like, and yeah, I may end up picking up more of those down the track. But I've got to find somewhere else, because Pop Culture, they pretty much sell things at full retail. So you know, the way things are nowadays, who wants to pay full retail? I mean, Lego can't even sell their stuff at full retail. I mean, we're getting massive markdowns, you know, like years ago, you're 20%, that's all you got. Now you're getting 30, 40, anyway up to 50% off on some sets. So yeah, you just got to hang out a bit longer, and eventually you'll pick them up for a good deal, more reasonable price, I guess. Not that it's really reasonable at all, really, when you think about what you're paying for some of this plastic. But we love it, don't we? We bloody love it. So it's what we got to do. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, belt it down below. Let's have a chat. I think that's about it. So I'm going to get out of here. I am sitting in this little hot box Lego room at the moment. It's all closed up, and I'm sweating a bit. I had me water here. I was going to have a chug just before, but I'll wait till I get off camera. But yeah, great catching up with you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.